might.
Fire
It's
requires full.
It requires things to be burnt. In fact, fire is it is destruction personified versus structure personified. Building up versus tearing down.
Right, okay. You know, there's got to be books on this kind of thing, right? Surely, this isn't what I was... When I was given the rundown...
I don't know how to, like, read your guys' books, though, so hell if I know. I could write it down if you want.
How about this? Wait, how many illiterate people are... Wait a second.
I'm not illiterate. I can write. And he writes an Ancient Arcana.
Oh,
See?
God. Okay, you know what, that's fair, that's fine. I should... You know, usually... You know what, no, I'll go one step further. That never happens. Nobody ever learns to write without learning to read. We have very different problems, Omega. This is incredibly strange. Alright, whoa.
This is a really easy sentence.
What?
I can understand the text, but that would require someone who has actual knowledge on text.
Okay, look, it's
I guess they don't teach you
Sorry,
guys the
I
same way
don't
my mom
understand the correct etiquette for referring to people. Where did Olsted go?
Yeah.
Olsted?
He might have disappeared.
Common and primordial, not that.
Oh. Well, anywho,
What?
I guess I'm gonna go say goodbye to everyone before I go on my adventures.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much for the tip, Omega. I'll make sure to flag you down when that soup is ready.
Yes!
Just make sure to eat all of it. Look, I'd rather... No leftovers, okay? We don't do takeout. Yeah?
Ooh, okay. Got it.
Okay, good.
Anyway,
Wonderful.
so long. Look forward to the soup.
Is everybody disappeared? Don't tell me you two are about to disappear, too.
You think I know how to do that?
I mean, when learn invisibility from book.
I wouldn't call that learning invisibility so much as casting invisibility by accident.
I did read it.
Learn it. I'm studying.
Wait, really?
Yes.
The book doesn't turn invisible.
Well, wait, that book, you could actually learn invisibility. I thought that was just a stupid fucking Mishka side byproduct. You can't be serious.
It performs the contents on the pages, from what Rem understand, which is invisibility.
Yeah, so you'll be invisible while you read it,
so-
but the book won't be invisible, meow.
Do you, when you're in the process of using a scroll, do you like have to read it? Could you read it without casting it? I don't know how they work. They look incredibly volatile.
Yeah.
That point would be nature of spell. If the spell has verbal component, then might not be a good idea to read aloud.
Right. Okay. I'd rather not chance it. Okay, I have a question.
Lazu is speaking in ears.
Double miking.
Lazu speaking in ears.
I have no idea what you could possibly be referring to. I just sound like this. Regardless, the... Now I don't want to read a magical book, because what if something happens?
You'll be fine, meow.
Dude, no, because... scrolls and books. I don't know. I guess I had assumed that was just a Mishka thing, but for all I know, it's something that people are dealing with. Okay, no, that's fine. I don't need a book.
You
I
just
don't need
have
a
to
book.
know how to
Wait, this
control
is-
your magic, just like how you use it every day, meow.
There's a difference between reading and performing.
Even if it does,
I
even
guess.
if
Main things to consider with spells: verbal, somatic, visual.
Right.
even if
Some
you're not
require eye
able to
contact.
control the
speak.
results, you are controlling when you use your magic every day, meow.
True.
That's a special case. That is so that I don't have any incidents by keep making sure that I don't have any of this mana stuff in me.
And
Which
one of those
seems to be
mistakes would
coming
be
back, whether I want it to.
one of those mistakes might be reading a book, meow,
Exactly. Right?
or not reading a book, but what happens while you're reading it. And you're not gonna
Right.
be, because you're doing that every day, you won't be making those mistakes reading a book.
I hope not, but I don't know. I don't even know how to tell how much mana is in me. I'm only doing it every day because that's what Riff said, but what does he know? Clearly there's something fucking wrong with me. So maybe it's like a fucking powder keg constantly and I haven't realized it yet.
Yeah.
It's not worth chancing. Especially not now. I
Going off
don't want to
random
cause an
knowledge.
issue in Julian's library.
Rift has the right idea of it due to experience, though in terms of case of Lazu, it's unique.
You reckon?
Not fully sure. Lazu show reason.
Yeah.
Rem is trying to still figure out how to work with reason.
I mean, I've
That's
seen
fair.
cases like yours before, meow.
Sorry.
Yes.
What? 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 You have?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you mention that sooner? Wait, with like the arm exploding and everything?
Not specifically.
What? What do you? How do I fix this? How do I make this stop?
Like I told you, it's in here, meow.
That's
You have lots of stuff going on in your head that you're not actively thinking about, meow.
I mean, I
Most
guess.
basic of lessons, actually. Does Lazu not have image?
People keep telling me about this image and this visualization, like it's supposed to somehow help. It's at least Omega, despite being eccentric, has a very empirical view of things just through I don't know what to call that thing, through the way that it interacts, right, and the way that it talks.
Think of it like this. Visualization is like filter. Makes it work for mind, therefore helps with performance. Some need that filter in order to perform.
Oh, do you have cookies from where you are? It's like a cookie cutter. Your mind is like a cookie cutter. It makes magic
Good
into the
example,
shape that
technically.
makes it into the shape that you want it to be, meow.
I mean, that's a angle by which it could be pursued, but
Mhm. Ultimately, from Rem's understanding, magic itself is very inconsistent. One has to apply different rules, techniques in order to use. In case of wizards, study. In case of sorceries, it is feeling.
That's that word again. Does that make me a sorceress? Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. That's a
This
foul
means method of
sounding
using
word.
is sorceress. Not exactly sorcerer or sorceress. This means you are borrowing method.
Even still, it's not like I'm totally in control up there, right? I mean, everybody seems to think that I'm completely out of whack all the time, which can be a little insulting, I might add. I am a professional. This is a new
It's not about
subdomain.
being in
All
or
of
out of
these-
whack, Mia. Listen. It's about what your head thinks that what magic requires.
I guess.
If Lazu could put in words, how does Lazu view own mind? How does your mind work, in Lazu's opinion?
It's an organ that constantly has blood and nutrients being pumped in and out. Very, very fragile thing that could just
Yeah.
one tiny little mishap and then it's gone. But it's protected by this big, fleshy bone cage. And I have this body that walks around trying to make sure that the blood stays all right and the head stays all right. And it's all about getting to that point. And I ended up in this situation somehow where I can talk and see and feel and perceive, and I guess that's just what I have to deal with now. Wasn't my choice.
Very comical.
I am a surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a more relevant skill set than I expected to have around here. It's funny. In the medical guild, everybody always wants to do surgery except for me. Fucking, hey, so you're a surgeon. You can cut somebody open, right? As if that isn't insanely dangerous. But hey, I don't know.
That doesn't sound like fun. Why would they want to do surgery?
It's weird being the responsible one for once. Usually, like, medical practitioners, like, it's a respected thing. You come from a rich family and you study really hard. And then maybe you can get in some kind of accreditation, and then people will come to you and they'll pay lifetimes worth of money for treatments. Here, it's like, every bum who washes up is thrown into this position because there's so many problems, and they're like, well, we're gonna deal with this one way or another, because no, you don't just have people keeling over here. You gotta keep going. I mean, when there's 10 million Daedra, or however many there are, and only like 150,000 of us, I guess it makes sense, but... 150,000 is a lot, damn.
Lazu is constantly stressed. Partially because of current reality of situation. Other factors as well. As far as Rem can tell at least. Always something going on in head. Not saying is bad, more just because of what is all going on. At that point.
I guess things could stop happening. That's what I was telling Julian earlier. Yeah, I mean... That's kind of the nature of a lot of work, honestly, is you have a finite, at least for me, it's always been, you have a finite chunk of stuff, you get done, and then you finish it, and then you're done, right? There's a lot more here than where I was, because I didn't need to do very much work to get what I needed, right? Here, you need to do a lot. But at the end of the day, it's still finite, right? It's not like healing people causes induced demand for injury. At least I hope it doesn't. Actually, I should bring that up to Doctor. Because that could maybe be part of the problem with these Neanderthals. When everybody gets so used to having life or death experiences that they have to have such an oversized medical team, which again, the proportion of people on this island getting injured to healers versus the general population is ludicrous, right? Maybe that is part of the problem. I don't know, but either way, there's only so many injuries that can happen. The fact that it's been happening constantly so far must be there must be something, right? It must be a process.
Yeah.
Minds can come to conclusions if given time wander, but if given very simple road, can make the most simplest of assumptions quite easily.
Maybe. Remix.
That is
Honestly, make it sound like I could fix this whole situation just by finishing healing everyone. Find everybody who has one of these weird maladies, clean it up,
That's
and
how
then...
you're making it seem like, Meow.
I guess. It's the thing that I can control, right? I have something that I'm good at. It's something I can do, right? And by proxy,
A place like Aether.
I just gotta keep doing that.
A place like Aether. Is gonna constantly have problems, Meow.
We'll see about that. Feel like a good bit of discipline, a little bit of efficiency. We could go a lot further with the Healers Guild than we're currently going. Even with all these new magical maladies, right? Those are counteracted by the insane bounty of wealth that this island has to spend on medicine and tools and instrumentation and all of that, right? Like, it's got to be doable. There's no way it isn't. You can't look at this place and tell me these people are hopeless. They're stupid, but they're not hopeless.
Is that gonna stop an adventurer from going on and adventuring, Meow? I'm sure you've seen a few of those people in your time, yeah? It's just an island full of them.
I mean, usually they're supposed to die, but, like, I guess... maybe we're too good at our jobs. Here's a thought.
And the magic here is quite wild as well, yeah?
Potent.
I bet. Surely there must be at least some of the healers who believe that this model of constantly dropping everything to treat everyone, even when it doesn't make any sense for us or our community, is a little bit naive. I'm sure that's a possibility. I'm sure if we were a little more adamant about that, we might be able to make some progress towards getting out of this never-ending churn of flesh and bones and blood. It's doable.
Why should you just stop then, yeah? They don't pay you anyway.
Nah. I accumulate a lot of wealth in this line of work. That's just not the not just the coin type, and that has been more useful now than ever.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm not necessarily getting compensated, at least.
What are you gonna do?
Maybe
with
not by
this wealth,
Doctor,
yeah?
that freeloading bastard who doesn't even help with the fucking nightmare that he threw us into. That's his fucking fault. Why do we answer that guy anyway? No, seriously. I know not that you two are in the Healer's Guild, but surely you must have met Doctor, right?
Nope.
No.
Hmm. Wonder where he is. Probably busy, and I kid you not, flinging chickens at the Alchemist's building from across town in a catapult. Instead of actually
Why?
working. Rich people things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is very different from rich people things than what Rem knows as rich people things.
They can afford to do stupid shit.
I'd say
I guess if
that's a
it
rich
helps, you could
person
say, hey,
thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
powerful person things. You could think of like a wizard. Think of, say, Califax or Rift, right? People who maybe not materially incredibly wealthy, but who have more power in their hands than thousands of mundane people could even begin to dream of. And they do stupid bullshit because they don't have to do important things, right?
Are we going
Doctor is like
somewhere?
To some degree, is that not
I'm
the
just
case
walking.
with people you treat?
Floating around like
They
this
can
is
afford
quite
to get
tiring.
hurt because there's always a healer.
Is there somewhere you would like to go?
Hmm. Oh, I need to make some tea.
No, you don't.
Oh, poison tea?
Poison tea.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you know that?
Told Rem earlier.
Kihi, you can't just go around telling people that you have poison.
Yeah.
Poisonous aspect of the tea. Technically told me about tea.
Okay. There's a difference between confidence. Oh, nobody will stop me because I have the situation under control. Look at me, I'm just lounging all the time. And stupidity or insanity. People will look at you talking about poison stuff and they're going to think that you're not super powerful, not super clever, not super... They're just going to think you're insane.
Yeah.
And I appreciate what you're trying to do, but like, think twice before This is for your own good. Think twice before advertising the
Wasn't
fact
gonna
that you
give
just
the
have
tea to any
poison.
humans. Yeah.
I don't know what you're planning to do.
Humans poison themselves enough. Yeah.
Alcohol.
I can say that again.
Humans consume lots of poison regularly.
Yeah.
Capsaicin, even.
Hey, look. Just like Dr. Fester has demonstrated that healing magic can be used to induce a blight, poisons can be do a lot of good things. Just take Dusk, for example. Watch Dusk work. She does miracles to a body with a little bit of venom, right?
Would Lazu prefer if Rem learned how to heal with chaos?
How about we go over some, like, first aid 101 before you start thinking about magic? Magic is it's a little bit risky. What are you doing back there?
You see her holding a teapot.
No! No!
Yeah. This
For
is
what?
for
For
Julian.
Lazu's
Yeah.
sanity.
No! No, absolutely. Give me that.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell him what's in it.
You're gonna tell him too late. What the hell?
Lazu. If told
Oh,
if told prior to serving, then that could help.
And some spicy honey.
That said, not fully confident in this tea, but forewarning can be provided.
Oh, and a cap, so it doesn't spill.
Dangerous to humans and other races like human. Can't say will affect. From Rem's own knowledge, is like how dwarves can eat itchy plant. Don't know name, but dwarves can eat itchy plant.
Dwarves are really resilient creatures, apparently. If they can fuck with Dr. Fester, imagine what else they can do. But I think. Oh, excuse me. Let me just skid down this ramp. This ramp always made me uncomfortable. But I have to use the ramp because I was warned by misleading that it would be a very, very unwise idea not to. I digress. I'll tell you what. I would prefer that you have supervision from either Rem or me before you give anyone, not just Julian, anyone, any of that tea. Okay, just to make sure there's no communication mishaps, right? That would be phenomenal. Yeah, that'd be great.
Rem can try and learn about the tea. Would require Rem to drink though.
Don't take that risk. I'm hoping anybody who warned about it will decide it's not a good idea. Does that sound
Mostly
reasonable to you,
offered.
Kiki?
Yeah.
Mostly offer because Rem is slime. No bones.
Does
or
that
organs.
mean yeah, yes, or yeah, no?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why do I have? Why are people like this? Why? This is none of my business.
People can be anything they pursue or internally are. Therefore, people are people.
Yeah.
Much like how Lazu
Yeah,
is
yeah.
people. Rem is people. Kiki is people. People will always be people.
I guess I can't blame you for making that. I'd be a hypocrite, but context is extremely important, okay?
True.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about falling off of Aether, Remy?
Whenever nearer to edges. Anxiety.
It's very Oh no, you go ahead. What the?
Try not to dwell on it.
Oh,
Can become controlling if you let anxiety take further hold.
You know what I think we need? Guardrails. I feel like guardrails and the bridge leading to Aether would be profoundly useful. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I guess they kind of had to put the crystal all the way out there since, you know, the bridge would... The flash of light is probably pretty blinding. I hate going through that process myself because, like, even though I shut my eyes, I can see the poof in the background, right?
So, don't know if visualization will help for what you can potentially feasibly.
Oh, hey, Red.
Yes.
Not in an aspect
You want
of
some
lacking,
tea?
but rather, Lazulai's mind is differently constructed.
Is this the
Everyone's
poisons tea?
is.
No, I don't want to give you tea.
Suppose. But do
Oh,
not
he's not
take her
drinking
tea.
tea.
It's poisoned.
I'm
It's
aware.
poisoned. Okay.
I'm aware.
Sorry. I have been
aware.
chaperoning this creature apparently now because they're gonna kill someone if they're not careful.
Yeah.
On that
How
note,
often is
Remy,
going to offer her tea? Hmm?
it's not a representation of magic. That's the issue. It can't be because
Don't want to use
it's cut and dried.
If you hate magic so much, why do you agree to whatever ritual you went through in the first place to get magical abilities?
I had no other choice. And now I relish the fact that I do have choices. I just had a rough first day. Where would Julian be?
Always
I
best
was
to find the
Julian.
right voices.
Where would I be?
By a fireplace?
Ram doesn't make use of fly, but actually,
At an orphanage, finding more children, probably.
Oh.
Probably.
Did he try
You know,
to
he
adopt?
picked up another one this morning.
Did he try to adopt you?
He did. He didn't even check to see if I had parents. The
You
gall.
do seem like a lost little orphan.
I do not.
Do I seem like
I
a
am a
lost
medical
little
professional.
orphan?
No, you don't.
Technically,
I'm not
if
even a little bit.
I'm amazed that no
if
one's
want to
tried
get
to adopt you yet.
technical, Ram is technically clone.
Yeah.
I mean, people adopt
Like a
cats all the
twin?
time, so-
Clone.
Clone.
Slimes can reproduce asexually.
I guess that's one way of looking at it. There's
Don't
a lot.
always require a partner. At least from what Rem understands of slimes.
There's like a million different types of you, right? Because I'm pretty sure Red made that other one.
chaos, but it's specifically within disorders, which is aberration and transmutation. So I can change things. So I could physically shut you the fuck up.
Their core is not functioned as core. Their core is tended as cage of some kind.
I have a hunch.
How many
on what
more
that
are
is.
there? How many more are there like you out there?
Hundreds, thousands, potentially.
Ooh, remember that creep we met by the docks? Crystal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do they work like you?
Crystal is slime, but not entirely sure. They did take interest in you, though. Not fully sure what kind of slime or how their slime operate. In case of Remix is mimicry slime. Evolved stage of mimicry slime, but still mimicry slime.
Mm-hmm.
I need to ask Crystal on further details on what kind slime they are. Every slime different, after all. For what's worse,
Maybe.
Rem heard tell that there is even mental slimes. Haven't seen though.
That's concerning.
That sounds so cool.
What, magma slimes? Those are useful for
Metal.
people in forges, right? Oh, when I do know there's magma slimes, but
Metal?
I just think there's a lot of magical creatures that are not quite human, but close enough to human. No matter, like, even though the fact that I came from a wildly different world than from you guys, wildly different context. There's a whole bunch of bipeds with generally comprehensible organs. They develop the same patterns of antibodies in their blood, despite the fact that they come from such disparate backgrounds, right? And most of them I've been able to treat without, like, obviously, like, the Seekers are quite annoying because you have to deal with all of the fur. But overall, they're still fleshy creatures, right? Reptiles are harder, right? But on a case-by-case basis, it's like, with the types of injuries that they come back to me with, like there was that one that had been shocked by lightning. The treatment was the same as if I'd been doing it on a human. That was earlier, just like an hour ago, right? And in that process, exactly. In that process, I'm able to do something, right? I can't deal with a construct, right? I can't deal with somebody like Ulstead, for example, right? But I do understand what's going on there, more or less. Yeah, it would require steam, or there are plenty of people from the Artisans Guild who seem more than comfortable handling it, like that wacko drow, for example, right? They seem to be able to handle any kind of mechanical contraption. People like Julian.
Sure, you don't have to heal me, meow.
I thought you were just a cat.
Cats are flesh.
Red?
Yeah.
Invisible.
What the?
Yeah.
How else am I going?
Out of
to get that
curiosity.
unless you practice?
Did the Infinity Glasses reveal anything?
I assume they would.
Neat. Ha! Scared me there for a second. Wasn't that spell supposed
Actually,
to be
no, they're
super...
true sight. Hold on. Wait. They're true sights. They shouldn't. They're not true sights. So they
Okay.
shouldn't. If they're
No,
true
they're,
sight, they
no,
would.
they're not.
Right.
Fucking weird. Don't do that. I don't want you to get trapped in limbo again or whatever happened last time.
No.
Uh,
I actually have a decent teacher this time, so I know the problem with how I tried it last time.
Yeah.
Stern's actually quite a more comprehensive teacher than Rift, I'll be honest.
Oh, Stern is
Good for
Stern is not
Rift is good
powerful
for
enough to be
sparking
insane,
curiosity.
which is nice.
Hmm.
Stern is like I imagine in a year or two they'll be gone, but like for now they're fine. Kiki, I don't expect you to get into trouble. If you do, please don't worry about coming to me. I will do my best. You do. I mean, what? You're warm-blooded, right? I'm actually checking to see if you're warm-blooded.
I mean, I am warm, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
We don't even know if
I've
Kiki
dealt
has
with
blood.
worse intrinsically. I mean, she's somehow avoided getting cut on this island so far, which is that's nice. It seems to be a minority of people who've made it to that point, though I digress. The problem
Is it possible
that
Kiki's
with, like-
just a cat elemental? Just like pure cat energy, is that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't think cat was an affinity. Maybe like mammalia
Not an affinity.
or feline
I mean,
or something like that. I don't remember all of the affinities, I'll be real. The ones that there are some that jump out to me and some I know to avoid. but that's
There's
the
no
extent of it.
affinity.
Chaos
There's no cat affinity, but there's
technically
gonna be some
has
kind of
more connection to Infernal from what Rem remember. Could explain horns on Rem, but unsure.
Right.
Horns just kind of happened. Don't remember when.
Regardless, even with elementals, I may not be able to help personally, but I know the treatment that needs to be applied, which is usually some form of mana transference or some other meta magic, right? Take, for example, Julian. If Julian came to me with a problem, I'd probably be able to get it resolved by directing them to the correct colleague.
Yeah, because Julian is fire elemental and your affinity is water, yes? So
That's right. I wouldn't be able to help.
They did become shiny for that one bit, though.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's up with that. By the way,
I'm
water and
sure
fire
either.
actually are not opposing affinities. Earth and fire are. Structure and destruction. It's kind of what I've been learning about these affinities, especially after talking to Julian and, more importantly, talking to Omega, who is utterly incomprehensible. However, Omega does have the characteristic of being very in tune with what's going on, and Omega explained it to me as if that fire and earth were the words that we applied to these affinities, when they more accurately
not
could
the
be
affinities
represented with
themselves.
concepts, right? There are affinities that
Very
make sense. Holy is a
conceptual.
concept. It's not a physical thing. Fire, or if we look at earth, for example, if we think of that as a physical thing, we can think about soil, dirt, stone. Or, alternatively, you could think of it as structure and destruction. And when you think about it like that, all of the affinities start to make sense, right? If you think of everything in the metaphysical sense instead of the literal sense. Like a second periodic table.
You do realize
all of
you're
it.
talking. You do realize you're talking to three people who've been studying this stuff nonstop, or had to study a lot of this stuff pretty early on.
Well, excuse me for being a sorceress, okay? We see things differently.
Sorcerers.
Yes.
Easy way to put it.
I mean, you
Well-
keep on vacillating between I hate magic and I'm a mage, so make your mind up.
These don't... God, if I could see you, I would... I can
Sorry, I can't teach
begrudgingly
you
accept
very
what Rift
anymore.
did to me,
The magic here is.
but I'm not going to turn a blind eye to it either. I have to deal with that problem now.
I don't
constantly.
understand the magic here yet. Meow.
It requires training, study, and practice.
Maybe.
So my one class
Regardless.
with you is as much as I can teach you. Meow. Unless you think I can teach you more.
A lot of people here seem to learn magic by instinct rather than by understanding, and that seems kind of dangerous.
Oh, don't worry, it is. I've seen firsthand how dangerous that kind of thing is.
Hmm.
There are two types of magical danger that have run into so far inside of the Helix Guild. There is the first type of magical danger that is incompetence. That usually comes from the sorcerers. There is the second kind of danger, which is malignance. That comes from the wizards.
Wow, welcome back.
and-
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. That feels so much better. I mean, God, it's scary. Don't. Whatever.
Don't what?
Don't just do that. You're gonna mess it up, and then there's gonna be a problem, and then we'll have to deal with it, and we won't be able to find you, so we're gonna have to feel around or whatever. It's gonna be embarrassing.
No,
If Stern taught you, then
this
my
is a much safer.
Stern taught you, then my
Stern taught
teaching
me-
must not have been very useful. Oh, whoa.
Your teaching was useful in a different way.
Yeah.
If I'm loath to admit it. No, Stern's was a practical application, and changing the entire spell so to even
Why are we looking on
keep
metal?
going requires concentration.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't realize I was doing that. I think I'm just a little bit paranoid right now.
Oh no, you can't.
I'm sure
you
this
can't- you
bridge
can't
is
stop, you
sturdy.
can't-
Rem is just finding it fun, personally.
My mind is other places at the moment while I'm talking
But
to you
yeah.
guys.
That's all the teaching I can do. If you want advice, though, I can.
Not like Kiki can absorb
How much?
knowledge.
How much
Wait,
do you know
Can
about?
Kiki absorb knowledge?
Hmm?
How much do you know about antibodies?
how much do you know about hemamancy?
Aren't those the things that like go?
What the?
Oh, wow.
My point is that the kinds of problems that I'm mainly dealing with right now are not something that unless you have some secret background, like manufacturing diseases and cures and all of that, then I don't know how much this is going to help.
Well, I've been
Yeah.
defeated.
Rem wins.
Oh, Rem, you actually.
Rem defeated Kiki.
Well, no, you were defeated because you stopped walking on the metal line.
Oh.
You're doing so well.
You guys are buffoons.
Rem was just walking on metal because it was fun. Didn't realize it was competition.
Do you have an immune system?
Yes.
Do you have an immune system? Let's see, what kinds of diseases do you fight off with it?
Technically things that would make slime more unstable or unstable. Things
Do you
that would
cough?
make it more liquidy. Cough, sort of. More like expelling any sort of residue. Just via different means.
The same
Think
function
like
as caution.
mucus with people. Well, human people.
How common is that? And
Varies.
people like you.
Depends. Varies from slime to slime. Depending on primordial ancestor. Not all slimes have same ancestor.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Evolve differently, but still have same ancestor, but different branches of said ancestor is why it developed differently from slime to slime.
And it makes it so difficult because there's so much biological diversity happening in you alone that completely dwarfs everybody else here.
Yeah.
Rem was at one point compared to Starling, given what Rem's species of slime is, mimicry slime.
Careful,
Yeah.
GQ.
Mm.
You can't just float around like that and then bump into people.
Actually,
So,
does
Kiki,
Lazu know the species of
with you talking about
Starling?
advice, do you know much about blood magic where you came
I'm
from?
not super into the aviary disciplines,
what
but
about it?
enlighten me.
Do
Hey,
you
Sentence.
know much about it? Was it a thing you
Huh?
had access to where you came from?
Say sentence.
Blood magic
Say
is quite
sentence.
rare overall, yeah.
If Lazu say sentence.
So is that a
not
yes or a no?
blood, then Starling would sound very close to Lazu. Because Starling heard not Lazu say sentence. Therefore, Starling could replicate say sentence. Same with mimicry.
I
No.
don't think her case of blood magic
enough
is
things
gonna
done
be
a lot
very
of talking.
similar, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think she has
It
blood
wanted to
magic.
for
I
the
wasn't asking for her
voices.
sake.
But
It
not
was
always.
nothing to do with Lajula.
You want your own blood
That sounds like an
magic?
incredibly useful skill to have.
Do you or
Technically,
do
I've
you
heard
not
Lazu
know anything
and
about blood
read
magic?
enough times to replicate voices. Just choose not to.
I won't be able to help you with magic
Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
great. I don't need
Not
an
with
I don't need an
mechanics.
impersonation thing going on right now. There's too much going on.
Alright.
That's an interest.
I'm head
interesting
conscious.
thought.
No worries.
Besides, I don't think Lajula is blood magic, it's just water that's not wrong, not right.
Huh?
Blood?
I was asking
Yeah.
Kiki for advice with blood magic. She thought I was asking about you, but you're not a blood mage, you're just a water mage that can't water properly.
Veryl. Speak to Veryl.
Alright.
What, don't you know? They're the dragon. Heterochromia. And with the Seekers, but they also help out in the Healers Guild from time to time. Veryl does hemomancy.
Yeah.
Apparently that's disorder-based. Wouldn't you know that? Not what I expected.
So that's under chaos, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that good to know?
Just make sure to keep that in mind. As for me, I am off to my shift at the hospital now. I have evaded it for long enough.
Ugh.
You've reached the card down the area.
Are you visible?
They are indeed.
There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, no, there's still people here, if memory serves. There's 11.
Yeah, you
That's
guys can
okay.
keep going if you want. It's
It's
just
a very quiet day. It's a very
Alright,
quiet last 60 days. We've
I
like
was
barely
falling
anyone.
asleep.
it's just Rykar, Ava, and Cecilia still in there right now. Oh, actually, I guess Elias is still there too. And I'm like,
Looks
those
like-
guys have enough subplots right now. They don't need me
I
bagging them
prefer this as
anymore.
well. Just check the little torso area here.
Why do you have that?
Have what?
Looking at that. Also, this is gonna sound incredibly invasive, but can I look inside of you?
Go ahead. Why?
Curious. There's
What
no
fuck?
core.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm right
because
here.
I mean,
the core's not going to be seen. Yeah.
It's
Right.
I'm
okay.
right
There's
here,
a core,
Cassie.
but yeah, no. I was told
not
that
model.
it would basically just add a material slot, especially since there's no like real like visual area. I could put the core. I could
Uh-huh.
technically put it in the head, but at that point that would
Ooh.
also mean the head is the area you need to strike.
Right, for sure. I'm just sitting here as Lashley. Right, Lashley's like, I need to see that thing. I need to cut it open. Right.
What? You have
And I'm like,
you have
is that
fangs?
the
You have
thing?
teeth?
Is that modeled?
You can open your mouth?
I mean,
You have a time?
if I
What
had-
part of it am I looking at?
if I had like more revealing
face
clothes as Rem, like actually decent looking clothes.
Oh, wait,
that
is
are
that
a bit
actual
more
face tracking?
revealing? I
Mhm.
probably would have a material
cool.
for the core.
Cool. I didn't realize that
Also,
until.
I love
Neat.
Rem's design so much. I love the stupid little mask and the running around. It's very, very compelling.
Cassie, Cassie.
Oh.
You're enjoying that, aren't you?
Also, canonically just got it today, and now has a shield.
Woo!
Nice.
Which has a little.
Not a tentacle.
Wait, oh, wonderful. Ow. There we go.
It requires me to do a
Ooh,
gesture
thing.
Oh.
because Rem knows how to shield
Let me-
bash. So
Let me try the funny thing. Let me try the funny thing real fast.
The funny thing,
You know.
Tim.
yeah, no, Rem can shield bash. So I tried to
Does it have
I
the
made sure to add
contact?
something. It does not have a contact, but it does have a collider.
Ooh, cool.
Oh,
Okay.
so it can stop
So I can-
arrows. Cool.
That's cool.
It
as
actually
hell.
can.
Hmm.
Also, because of that as well, I'd made sure that this is also a thing because because it's quite literally fucking chaos gem and such. So if Rem just puts just a little effort in just exposing it a bit, it's a bash.
I think
but
that's-
chaos
yeah.
infused.
Yeah.
Rem is an
literally just
incredibly
something
powerful
that-
character. Like, even without any of the spells that I know that you have on like the avatar, just the fucking giant like lightning axe is good.
Oh yeah, hang on, the axe of chaos.
Yeah, like
Imagine-
that alone is a stronger weapon than like that thing is huge. The reach is fucking awesome.
Well, it's
Like, the
also
main
a magical
drawback-
thing you can walk out of, and also
Yeah,
it
the main
fucks up
drawback is that
everything
it's technically a concentration spell. So quite literally, when she's using this, she has to be careful when getting hit because, again, with concentration, you always have that chance of losing it if you get hit.
Mm.
Imagine
Yeah,
being
for sure.
powerful. I couldn't imagine.
It can easily be done if you're fucking have a high AC in terms of like fucking like D&D stuff, but that's numbers.
Yeah.
This is actual body stuff. People can just say fuck your AC. I'm gonna bash you in the head.
Kiki is socially powerful. Kiki is
Kiki
fucking
now has-
Oh,
creature
very.
core.
Socially
What's up?
powerful. What do you
Hey
mean?
yo! Hi! Hi!
Hi, yo.
Hi!
My fucking headset is
Fucking-
wet.
What the
Your
fuck
what?
did you...
Crying?
I was bawling my fucking eyes out because I was playing Elias and he was having a panic attack and crying, so it fucking got me started crying while I was
Ah!
with the fucking character. So now
Method
I
acting!
yeah.
Woo!
When I
That's
start
so
fake crying,
fuck-
it eventually
See?
turns into real
See?
crying.
See? This is such a
Oh,
good
yeah.
fucking role player. This guy is fucking
Yeah.
cracked as hell.
Oh,
this guy
I
is
fucking-
cracked as
Like,
hell.
I was having a scene with Tug and Ava, and I was like, I hit midway scene, I had to just do this because I had to wipe my fucking face, like, it's fuck.
Gross.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
God, I want to wrap
Sometimes you
Elias
gotta
up
feel
in like a
emotions.
blanket until like the burrito, and I just want to roll them around. Holy shit! I want to punt them like a
Why
football.
would you do that?
Punt them like football or roll like burrito.
Anyway,
Alright, I'm gonna
Want to
take
turn
this
them into a
face
fine
tracking off.
face.
they opened a new instance. I'm gonna fucking go, but I just want to chill for a second. I need to
All right.
chill
What are you
and
guys doing?
chat with the thing. No, we,
Oh,
we were
fucking-
still
Say
RPing in there, and
say
we saw that
goodbye
the
to the
instance
voices.
closed, and someone was about to join us. So
Oh my god. Get bodied.
Okay.
yeah,
Alright.
so they're in their own thing, but I'm gonna just join them in a bit. But I'm
Yeah,
I'm
sounds
done.
good.
I'm just gonna,
No,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna
it's
chill
cool
here.
seeing you. I hope that you're well. I hope that you're safe.
Yeah.
We're all sitting
I got
here
to do
showing
some
off our
fun-
funny.
Ava's brothers showed up here on death's door, and because
Oh.
of BBEG that I'm in control of, did some things.
Oh.
Did so
Oh,
I showed
God, these things are so
them
fucking creepy looking.
this is what attacked it.
Ugh.
Jesus.
I love those things so much.
Um,
Oh my god, I love those things. Sorry, I'm just.
it was it was
Cassie.
that and a dude in a
Cassie?
cloak.
Oh, no.
And the dude in the cloak was just a
Oh.
guy
Oh, wait,
that
no.
had no
Uh-huh.
face and was
Ooh.
just like skin like stitched onto
Ooh.
his face to make it flat, and it had like a symbol seared into its flesh, and so did those things. And they knew this what the symbol is because they got a letter, and it had that symbol on it, and it basically was a letter that's saying, "Hey, you ruined my life. You Beaumonts ruined my life, and now I'm going to ruin yours, and I'm going to kill you all." Oh, and
Uh-oh.
Ava, hey, you want to see? I know your parents are dead, but you want to see them one last time? And then a mind magic sigil activated, and she saw the vision of the guy murdering her parents. So she just lived it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that was a few sessions
Healer's
ago.
Guild
at the class.
Healer's Guild makes your
Yeah.
character vulnerable to 10 times
It was-
trauma damage.
It was awesome.
Yippee.
And
That
then,
is so fucking based.
so yeah, that's the thing.
What's up?
Say goodbye to the voices.
Goodbye, chatters. Goodbye.
All right.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
Today was
stream.
busy. I stayed the
Chat.
entire
Subscribe
time.
before-
We had
Turn
a
it back.
queue of 30 people in the instance for like 2 hours before I could even make Glass City. Right. At the end, we had like 78 people in the instance, so the queue had like just died down, and it's like, all right, guys, event's over, which was fucking whack as hell, right?
I'm after to actually play. Actually, I need to make one with the.
But yeah, no, it's been good.
For like social lobbies. And like the
Lots
social.
to be excited about. So much
This is the
fucking
combat
going on.
version.
Fantastic. Ah, fuck them again.
But ugh.
What the fuck is them?
That
Well-
thing.
Yeah,
Hello, changeling.
it's the dude. I'm not a changeling. I'm
It's fucking.
It's complicated.
You're something. Got it.
What are your pronouns? Well, you
he's an
see.
Asimar. He's an Asimar that so in the I altered it a little bit if you know D&D Asimar. Basically, he had angel
Mhm.
blood in him. But from where he comes from, if they're overcome with negative emotions, they turn into a demon. That happened to him, but it stopped halfway.
Gotcha.
Whoopee! This character. I play
Someone
with
called that
nameplates
Nephilim.
off.
Someone called that
Fucking
human. Others were just
assaulted
called
bandit free
that
lobby
heresy.
once. This fucking creature. It was horrifying.
This
I'm like,
creature?
who are
That's not
you?
very
What are you
nice.
Whoa.
doing?
He's a very nice guy. Just don't
You're
touch him when he
stepping on
does
core.
this. Just don't touch this. This if you touch this, you'll disintegrate. So that's bad.
Finally, an end to my torment.
No.
Don't worry.
Guys, no.
This will disintegrate you, but this will heal you. So it's like, I'll just play
Oh.
patty cake.
Oh, actually, that sounds miserable. No, thank you. That's all.
Masterful interrogation tactics.
He's a doctor. Don't worry about
Oh
it.
god. Oh god, someone told
Yeah,
me
that's
about
not-
an
yeah, that's not one
interrogation
that
shit they did
tracks.
with, like,
What?
Hi, this is a
I'm saying
stigma.
that
I know I
tracks.
named a character my fucking name. I hate it, but it's a thing that I did because it was the first character I made and I didn't know what to name it. He's a doctor.
Brother,
He
guy.
works. He's a metaverse character. Yeah, metaverse. Ooh, I don't know. Fucking. And he's the head of medical.
I was originally from Metaverse.
Yeah, he's the head of medical at the Shutdown, which is a social RP. Yay, cool. Anyway.
Yippee!
And let me get out let me get out Harlow then, since we're showing Metaverse characters.
Almost got this guy.